Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ask the Author Friday. The date is November 14th. How you doing? Ask the Author Friday is using a new form of broadcast today because my desktop is black screened and unusable since the last update. Since about 30% through the last update, when it would have ideally left the black screen of its own accord and continued 35% through 100%, and I would have an updated desktop. I digress. Ask Your Author Friday is brought to you by the Windows 10 laptop again, without the use of Clipchamp, so I'm not about to have the fancy GIFs and memes today. Let's get it started. Ask the Author Friday is still my weekly opportunity to have a nice little fireside chat with you all about anything and everything. If you have any questions for future weeks, feel free to hit the comments. If you like this or any of my other content, feel free to subscribe. Apparently I keep my keyboard up here. Yeah. Because for the space bar? Thank you, Dane Cook. Alright, stop. How's your Novel November project coming? Stop the writing for a moment. How's my Novel November? 81 pages in and 22,268 words. I am supposed to be at 23,333 by the end of the day to be on track. In past years, I have been 60% of the way through a novel by now. I'm not feeling this project, honestly. Life gets in the way. I am going to trudge on. By the end of tonight, I hope to have 24,000 words again. Be at least a little ahead of the game. Okay. What is Thanksgiving to you? My friends and loved ones around a table. My friends and loved ones around the same table, enjoying life. And if the Detroit Lions should happen to win Thanksgiving Day for, well, the first time in I don't know how long, that's always a bonus. Boom, you're hosting Friendsgiving. Who's around the table? For Friendsgiving, maybe my sister and brother-in-law, at least my 5 best friends here from town, 3 of whom all work at the restaurant with me, maybe my manager from my primary job, and their significant other. Maybe. Because they're a great person. Alright. What video game franchise deserves the next... What video game franchise deserves the next classic collection, the next compilation of franchise games? If they would just bring Def Jam Vendetta, Fight for NY, and I will even take Icon to the PS5, I would never leave that computer. That game console, excuse me. Yes. Def Jam. The Def Jam fighting games that came out for PlayStation. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right. Name one iconic favorite Nintendo character. Not named Mario. Mega Man. There are a larger volume of Mega Man games that I enjoyed more than Mario. I mean, Super Mario 3 is pretty much it for me. A little bit the first one. And then you have Super Mario World, but I knew which friend's house to sneak off to because he had the Super Nintendo for it. But for Mega Man, it was at least 2, 3, 4, 5. Name one iconic Journey song not named Don't Stop Believing. I was more of a fan of Separate Ways anyway. And I'm a Faithfully guy. Yeah. Separate Ways and Faithfully, at least. I'll even throw in Any Way You Want It. Or Lights. Or Be Good to Yourself. One Def Leppard song not named Pour Some Sugar on Me. Gladly. Pour Some Sugar on Me is overrated and way overplayed. Bringing on the Heartbreak. Photograph. The list starts with Bringing on the Heartbreak, Photograph, and Hysteria. It ends somewhere around, When Love and Hate Collide, Long, Long Way to Go, Let It Rock. Yeah. Def Leppard's actually a really good band besides just Pour Some Sugar on Me. One good Bon Jovi song that is not... Oh my God. One good Bon Jovi song that is not called Living on a Prayer or You Give Love a Bad Name. Or, for that matter, Dead or Alive. Wow. One good Bon Jovi song that is not those three. Does no one else remember that he started with Runaway? Does nobody else remember that Runaway was technically their first hit? That and Always. Wait a minute, what was 3 for 3. Runaway, Always, and I'll Be There for You. Perfect. This has been Ask the Author Friday. If you have any questions for future weeks, feel free to hit the comments down below. If you enjoyed this or any of my other content, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Stop. In the name of love, before you. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a stop. Hammer time. See you later.